Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, October 4th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. So, first up, the sun fired off a new Earth-facing X9 class solar flare. It's the most intense flare since 2017. And remember, this comes on the heels of a 7.1 that was fired off a couple of days ago, which should be hitting us today or tomorrow, and this one in the next few days. Is it going to impact us? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Yesterday, Donald Trump Jr. made a statement, and I know we've gone over this before, but I want to drive home the point. And he said, just so we're clear, if we're in for $250 billion in Ukraine, and they have a population of 38 million, that leaves over $6,500 per citizen of Ukraine. And we're giving people suffering in the South who lost everything due to a hurricane $750? Unbelievable. Yesterday, the Moscow Region Arbitration Court on Wednesday, ordered a freeze on funds belonging to two U.S. banks, J.P. Morgan and the Bank of New York. The measure reportedly affects nearly 93.5 billion rubles, which is about $1 billion. Looks like the bankers are in trouble, not just here in America, but around the world. President Trump now supports ending the double taxation of overseas Americans. U.S. citizens living abroad will not owe taxes to the IRS, which is another huge step in the right direction. And let's not forget, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. Do we see a pattern developing here? Well, I think we do, and it's the path that we want to pursue. Thank you again, President Trump. A Democratic Maine congressman has filed a bill backing President Trump's signature economic proposal to set across-the-board 10% tariffs on all imported goods. And with the lack of taxes that President Trump has proposed, how would we pay for all this? Well, this is one example of it, tariffs, which, by the way, has been done in the past and very successfully, I might add. Yesterday, Russia tested a nationwide emergency warning system. Now, we all know that there is lots going on all around the world. Is this preparation for something that's about to come? It may very well be. Yesterday, Russia delivered 33 tons of humanitarian aid to Lebanon. Now, we know what's going on in that region of the world, and it looks like Russia is stepping up just like America used to. Well, I have news for you. All that's going to change here in America, and probably in the very near future. Jack Posobiec made a statement on X yesterday, and he said that Pete Buttigieg announced private drones are restricted from flying over hurricane areas. Now, why would they want to restrict drones from going over the hurricane areas? What are they trying to hide? Well, quite a bit, I would assume. The House Judiciary, the GOP, made a statement yesterday, and they said that Kamala Harris has let at least 1.7 million potential national security threats cross the border. The numbers are staggering, but what I find interesting, 1.7 million? Very interesting number. With regards to the flooding that's going on, North Carolina, they had a change in their voter registration by party since 2020, and this is as of September of this year. 97 out of 100 counties shifted Republican since 2020. What was one of the places that had all these floods take place? You guessed it, North Carolina. Much more going on there than meets the eye. And then finally today, according to Zero Hedge, U.S. port workers agreed to end the strike after accepting a 62% wage increase. Apparently this is over a 10-year period. And apparently there was some sort of verbiage about the automation. something doesn't pass the smell test with this whole operation, with the strike, and then 2 days later, it's resolved. I think there's much more going on behind the scenes, and I'd love to hear what you think about it as well. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, please do so. It's at samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. Or go to mypillow.com and enter in the discount code SAM. Or as I've said all week, Mike has made special arrangements for our community. Go to mypillow.com/SAM, and you can see all the offers that he's made. So in the meantime, I hope that you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.